Well, I have to tell you guys, when I came out here, I had a really bad headache, and I was just really down and depressed. And I've only been out here for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but I'm starting to relax. It's a really good idea to be out here. I still haven't slept much, but we'll see what we can do. Really do enjoy the view. Alrighty, so I just can't go to sleep. I'm tired, but there's just really too much to do. So, under the assumption that I was out here because I had to be out here, the first thing I would do at this point is get a fire pit going. I would get a fire pit. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I don't know. I was going to, but then I think, yeah, nah. I'm not going to have a fire pit. But if this was a real survival situation, I would get a fire pit started. I also would start setting out traps and food gathering procedures for that. I would make sure that I had positions to where I wanted to set my traps and start setting some traps. I've already seen a squirrel. There are 2 groundhogs out here chattering at each other, and there's plenty of birds. But if this was a real life situation, yeah, I'd get a fire going, or at least have it ready. Gather firewood. Believe me, you can never gather enough of firewood. That's something that you could do constantly and still not have enough of. But I don't think I'm going to have a fire tonight. And if later I decide I probably should have, then that's my fault, because I should do it right now. So I get a fire pit set up, and then I go out and I scout the area, and I set up some basic traps in hopes of catching what little game is out here. There's that squirrel again sitting right up there moving around. Also, I had my other camera out. I don't want to do a lot of zooming and everything with that camera. I've got 2 batteries, and I've also got 1 battery charger, a little small, I think it was an $8-9 battery charger from Target, I think it is, my wife got me, which will charge this bloggy once, or possibly charge one of those batteries. But I have 2 batteries, which would be actually 3 batteries if I use the charger and the bloggy. So, and I'm out here all night. I don't know what time it is. Couldn't honestly tell you. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. It's in the low 60s. So, it's fantastic out here. I think it's 62, 63 degrees, something like that. But it's early midday, so I've got a long haul out here, at least just for the night. So I'm trying not to use my battery for every whip stitch, because I could just set it up and leave it. As I lay here and I'm just listening to those 2 woodchucks chattering and all the birds and the squirrels and everything. So I guess I should turn it off now and quit chattering. So I'm walking around the woods here. Here'd be a nice little spot to set up a squirrel trap right across the path. It'd run along that. Nice little squirrel noose right there. It's right near the water. And it runs all the way up into there. That'd be a great place to put one. So I thought I would roam about a little bit and see if I couldn't find anything interesting. I laid down and rested for a few minutes, but I couldn't sleep. But I did get a little rest in. Okay, right over here is a woodchuck home, if it's still here. There's a groundhog that lives around here somewhere. I believe it's, yeah, it's right here. There's a little This is pretty close to the far north end of the woods. There's another one right there. There's a woodchuck groundhog hole right there. But yeah, this is pretty much the north end of the woods. So we'll see how far south I can go before I get all tangled up. So I was walking through here earlier and frogs and toads were jumping in the water here. I was kind of hoping I'd be lucky enough to catch one or two, or catch them on camera. That's what I was talking about, not physically catch them, just catch them on camera. So anyway, we're headed back this way, and I've got my bloggy. I'm going to use my bloggy. And here's camp. See snake holes all over the place. So we're back at camp here, and we'll take off and see how far south we can head. Sorry about that finger.